Hello and good afternoon from a very rainy Eger here in Hungary. Now today I'll be heading up to Szilvásvárad with MÁV-START aboard hopefully one of their Bzmot rail cars. They're just like a little kind of like a rail bus, if you're British, sort of imagine a pacer but one carriage. And in Hungary, I think that's the best way I could describe it. You'll see when we get to the station, providing one turns up. So yes, I'm just going to make the walk from here in the town centre up to the station, and yeah, let's go. Now, the station here in Eger is located about 1.5 kilometres or 1 mile from the town centre. While it might be a nice idea to walk the distance on a nice sunny day, I sure as heck got drenched doing that today, so you might want to consider taking a bus or even a taxi if you don't fancy a stroll. Anyway, the station here is pretty small and mainly sees service from interregional trains to Budapest, as well as regional trains to nearby Főzésabony. Entering the station, you'll find yourself in this small waiting room. Here, you'll just find some seating, a departures board, a ticket machine, and a staffed ticket counter. The station is also home to a vending machine and a small cafe. The service we'll be catching today is the 1302 to Szilvásvárad, or at least I think that's how it's pronounced. Train number is 35514. This is one of just 4 trains per day in either direction on this route, and I believe that this may even drop to 2 per day in the winter, so yeah, it's a bit off the beaten path as they say. Anyway, here's our train arriving on its inbound service just now, and as luck would have it, it's a pair of Bzmot railbuses, just what I was looking for. The Bzmots were built in former Czechoslovakia between 1977 and 1986, with 205 units eventually being built for the Hungarian national operator. They have a breakneck top speed of 80 km an hour or 50 miles per hour. If you're wondering, a rail bus is a train that shares many aspects with a bus, obviously, with each unit or carriage only having 4 wheels arranged on a fixed base, as opposed to regular trains where they're arranged on bogies. One advantage of rail buses is that they're much cheaper to buy and operate than regular trains, making them good for lines with low ridership, such as this. However, as I'm sure those of you who found yourself frequenting the pacer rail buses that we used to have back in the UK will testify, they do have their downsides too. Ride quality is typically inferior to more traditional trains, and rail buses can be much less reliable, often being prone to breakdowns. Wow, first impressions are that this is a bit of a blast from the past. As much as it would have sparked my curiosity to see how first class would work on a train like this, as expected, only second class seating is offered, with bench style seats being arranged in what I guess is intended to be bays of 4. Do you know what? Legroom is actually okay, and certainly more than acceptable for a regional train such as this. A drinks table and litter bin can also be found, which are nice additions. The seats are also really quite good too, being nicely padded and, as such, rather comfortable. Now, the luggage storage is all a bit old-fashioned, with racks being located directly above each seat. Curtains can also be found, which is a bit of a rarity on regional trains these days, and ventilation is provided in the form of opening the window, although I'd rather leave it shut today and prevent the monsoon-like conditions from venturing inside. Anyway, before we set off, let's just take a quick look at our route for today. Today's route will see us heading north on the Eger to Putnok line, and should offer some rather nice scenery, as we skirt the western edge of the Buk Mountains. Scheduled travel time to Szilvásvárad is 1 hour and 3 minutes and will see us covering a distance of around 31 kilometres or 19 miles. And we depart Eger on time. Our first few stops see us calling at local stations in and around the Eger area. Time for a wonder, although there really isn't all that much to show. In one of the vestibules, there's some fold-out seating. Unfortunately, this is also about as close as it comes to finding any spaces for wheelchair users on these units. Next to this, you'll find the toilet. Now, I was really surprised to find that these were actually relatively clean and all stocked up. And that's about it for these trains. As expected, no Wi-Fi, no plug sockets, and we didn't even have any lighting as no one bothered to turn them on before we set off, which was fun every time we entered the tunnel. As we head up into the mountains, we come across a lot of stations that look like this. Just a simple shelter and some gravel, with nothing even mentioning where we are. Ridership on this line is pretty low, with just 27,000 journeys made on this route in 2018. That's around 74 per day. As for ride quality, well, I'd say it's a bit worse than a pacer. They're very bouncy and you really feel every little bump in the rails, with those trademark screeches every time you round a tight curve. Also, as I'm sure you've gathered by now, the engines aren't exactly quiet neither. Well, I'm sure the scenery on this route looks rather nice on a sunny day, but I think it's fair to say that today isn't. In fact, it rained for most of my 3-day visit to Hungary. As we approach one of our numerous stops, we pass this rather nice old MÁV Series 377 steam locomotive. These were one of the most popular types of locomotives in former Austro-Hungary, and were produced for over 40 years between 1885 and 1927. So overall, I found this to be a rather interesting ride aboard a clunky old rail bus. Now sure, they are a bit basic, but I did find them to be very fun to ride. So, what about the cost of today's trip? A one-way ticket for this journey set me back 440 Hungarian forints. That's about £1.5, $1.40 or €1.25. Well, I think you can tell I had good fun making this one, but what did you make of it? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Interestingly, my ticket covered me all the way to Szilvásvárad, the final stop, but the conductor, who by the way was very helpful, came and told me to get off here. Now I'm not exactly sure why this was, but as it's only on the other side of the village, it's not exactly an issue for me.
Yep.
Go?
Yep. Thank you.
With that, I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to help us out by giving it a like. If you're new to the channel, then you're going to want to subscribe and enable notifications as I publish new trip reports every Monday and Friday. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on Friday.